Is Karen Huger coming back to RHOP after jail? Is Karen Huger coming back to RHOP after jail? That's what everybody wants to know. So here's what we think about it. Here's a clip from yesterday's live. Okay, so it's so much going on behind the scenes with the Real Housewives of Potomac. I had told Marcella that when I started talking about it, I was going to bring her on because uh, Marcella knows all the players in that whole. So these women are a group of real friends, okay? Or they all know each other. They might not be friends. They're a real group of people, right? So Karen just got sentenced to 2 years in jail behind bars, right? Um, I told you guys for a long time, I don't want to cover the Real Housewives of Potomac because, as you know from my personality, I'm a loyalist. If you tell me something and you tell me don't tell, I won't do it. I don't know why. That's just been in my character for the longest. I will not tell. But Perry's like, it's time to talk. So we had to bring Marcella on too because she knows all about them girls. So let's talk about Karen. I don't know how long Karen will actually serve because they can.
She was served like 6 months and 13 days, but with good behavior, she could be home in 4 months.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Marcella. So, but okay, so she can be home pretty soon. Karen did not get fired from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Karen is choosing not to come back. Now, remember, I was telling you a long time ago there was rumors out there that Karen was cheating on Ray. They're
Wait
saying
a minute. Wait.
I hate to say it, but the rumor is Karen's been cheating with multiple men, and the girls on the set know what's going on. Now, get this part. They're saying that the girls on the Real Housewife of Potomac are feeling threatened by by Married to Medicine. They're saying that because Married to Medicine is getting more and more attention every week. I just don't like the Real Housewives of Potomac. I think they're really messy
Fake.
and and the storylines are just fake, like she's saying. But what they're saying is that Giselle all of a sudden is pushing really hard for what's the other Green Eye Bandit?
Robin.
Robin
Robin.
Robin to come back, and
Right.
they are saying that they're going to expose Karen. It's very messy, right? It's very messy, and they're using that storyline that she's not telling you what's really going on. She's cheating on Ray. She's pill popping. They called her a pill popper and a drunk. Now, Giselle's got a lot of nerve because Robin didn't tell us what was going on about her affairs with Juan's affairs. Okay. She didn't say nothing, remember? And that's ultimately why she got fired, is because she didn't want to share her storyline. So now they're going to use Karen's storyline as a vehicle to try to get Robin back on the show. Now, Marcella, how long have you been hearing about these rumors about Karen cheating, and do you believe it?
I believe Karen have cheated. I don't believe Karen had been cheating since November 2024. I don't believe that she had been cheating. I don't believe Karen is on pills.
That's what they're saying.
Okay,
Did,
so
Um,
go
as
ahead.
long as I've known Karen, she drinks. Okay, it's just like the Diddy thing. It's a party, then the after party is when everybody congregates, and then you get a little tipsy. But then we get into our cars. We don't get behind the wheel, and there has never been a discussion about her ever taking anxiety pills. This is what I think that they said in court, that they wanted to lay that foundation, that she was on anxiety pills and depression pills. None of that was out because the people that Karen jail with, she's just about cut everybody off. I mean, because
She did.
after the video came out about her arrest, she doesn't want. She's embarrassed. You got to understand, Karen is considered the gram dam. She's socially acceptable. But I'm going to tell you now, these people are not going to mess with Karen. She will not get any invites. She will not. They've been talking about her and dragging her. But I want to tell y'all a little secret. Giselle has been wanting to be number one for this show. And she wants to bring Robin back to keep the show. And don't be surprised if little Miss Candace come back and get the show, because who they've been trying to come in and fill positions are not strong enough. You know, these people are not strong enough. And
Well,
so,
what's really weird to me is there's a clip. I have a clip on my social media. I'm getting ready to play it. Giselle was on her podcast with Robin, and they were saying they don't like Married to Medicine. They were dragging Married to Medicine, showing their true blue jealousy. They will never be number one. They don't want Married to Medicine to surpass them, and they don't want the Real Housewives of Atlanta. First of all, your ratings are really low. No offense. Like, I don't. Maybe it's just I don't understand Giselle and Robin. I feel like they're turning on Karen. Do you agree?
I do agree. And first of all, the Real Housewives of Potomac, the only woman that lives in Potomac is Karen. Everybody else do not live. They live in Baltimore, Bethesda. Even Wendy lives a long way, like 2 hours from Potomac. None of these women live in Potomac except Monique and Karen were the only wives that lived there. So you got to understand, they don't have it like Karen has it. But you know, I know that Karen has been depressed, and I know a little bit is about her parents. But the latest thing that put Karen into such depression is that Matthew Breyer passed away November 2024. That was her assistant. That was her fixer. That was her. If she's out drinking, he was the driver. He would reel her back in. He unalived himself.
Right.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes, Matthew unalived himself. Google it.
Oh, no, I seen it. I posted on it. You know,
Why did he unalive himself? Do you know?
No.
Do you think? Let me play this clip. Perry, do you want to say something before I play the clip about?
We've been going on, and I know like it's a sensitive topic to some people, but when the question was asked, you know, Marcella, you know, like people said Karen cheat. Do you think so? No, I mean, I don't think she cheated maybe since November, since Thanksgiving. The question is she a cheater? Whether she stopped on Thanksgiving or Christmas, right? And we're not gonna make excuses, right? A lot of people could be depressed for a lot of things. We all lose friends, lose family members. And you don't have a record of her being on anxiety pills and stuff like that. But maybe it's something else, possibly. Right?
Booger, sugar.
Perry, you're messy.
No.
Perry.
I mean, I'm saying let's be transparent with it.
Oh my God.
We're talking about an issue, you know. And I just didn't want you to go on to the next story without us correcting, is she a cheater or not? Because
Perry's been wanting me to talk about it forever.
She has cheated. But
Right.
have I ever seen her cheat? No.
Oh, no. Right. I mean, because she's smarter than that. I don't think her man seen her cheat because she go off to a private destination, typically at midnight with a couple drinks.
Perry, stop! You need to. You made. He is messy.
Most smart people, anybody that's trying, don't go out and cheat next door with the lights on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Place, couple drinks, whatever. But before we just move on, I just wanted to clarify that part. And not make excuses. Or no, I'm not saying you're definitely making excuses, but when people throw out the things, yeah, I know she has been just a little depressed. Yeah. I mean, but give me a reason why. Yeah, you name parents,
So
or
messy.
best friend.
Marcella, see what I be putting up with?
Or it simply could be that you out there cheating and you fucking like it.
Oh my God.
But the depressing part is when you get to go back home to old ass Ray.
Perry, please stop. Please stop.
No, and I like Ray,
Perry,
but I'm
please.
just saying how some people just feel the need for greed, you know.
Well, Karen and Ray are a great age difference. So I don't think even popsicle sticks can help Ray down there.
Right. Okay. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's where the depression came from.
Marcella,
You know,
you just
okay,
didn't say
people will,
that. Did you just
most
say
people,
that?
and most people
Sorry.
go out there and cheat, they lacking something. And then when they get it, they want what they getting, the enjoyment full time. As
Well,
long as
when
she get raised, she can only get it part time because she had to creep out.
now, I
Let me,
mean, when we get in our 50s, we want it like we want it in our 20s.
I can't. Let me say this. I've talked to Karen before. Marcella knows Karen and talked to her before. Karen is a sweet person. Now
Yeah.
everybody is has something wrong with them in life. So I don't want to judge her like that, but her life is really falling apart. But she's pushed to a position at this point where she needs to confront the truth. If you don't come back, you're leaving the narrative to jealous Giselle and no telling her damn skeletons, Robin. And they actually went on the podcast and admitted to being, well, they didn't admit, but was hating on Married to Medicine. They are pissed that they're going to be in last place. Everybody's hearing the buzz about Atlanta. We're talking about Atlanta. Atlanta hasn't even aired. Married to Medicine, Dr. Heavenly has just pushed it all the way over the edge. Okay. And so let me play this clip. It's so messy. Perry is so messy. Of Karen. I mean, the reason I also came forward is that sooner or later, Giselle and Robin are going to start talking about this publicly. But listen to the hate that she has for Married to Medicine. That's not working. Let's try this again.
Well, let me explain something about when people saying
No, I don't.
Giselle lives in Potomac. In that area of Potomac, there's multi-million-dollar house. When you go around that curve to go into Potomac, it's like a little village. Giselle lives outside. Her address does not have Potomac, Maryland up there. Montgomery County is big, but guess what? I've been to their house. Once you go into a certain part of the area where Karen and Monique lived, it is not like where Giselle lived. It is different. The only other housewife that was considered Potomac in that little area was Sharice's home when she and Eddie was married. But other than that, no. Giselle lives outside, right outside of the city of Potomac. Her
Oh,
address
wow.
is not Potomac.
Does the house look bad in person like it did on television?
No.
It looks nice.
Right. And Karen is renting in Potomac, actually.
Who
Um,
told you that? You
Karen
said
is
Karen.
renting. Karen is renting.
Oh, stop, Marcella.
I'm being honest. Karen is renting her home. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm hoping and praying that while she's there, Ray packs up and tell her PO that she needs to go to West Palm Beach. That's where he wants to live. He doesn't want to stay in the area, and this should give her the opportunity because here, when she gets out, Karen has a lot of work to do. They want her to be in AA for the rest of her life. They want her to get in this charity of mothers
Wait,
against
hold on. Who wants her to be in AA?
the judge.
Oh,
Karen just didn't get 2 years and 1 year suspended. She got some things that she got to do. She has to join AA. She needs to be a part of Mothers Against Drunk Driving Recovery. She she has a lot to do. I mean, she thought she was going to come home today, but no. They start processing her, And you know what? And I'm just thanking God that she didn't go to the Maryland Correctional Institution for Women, because that was a fear of her going there. She's going to be housed in Montgomery County, where it's near where Ray can visit her.
Mhm.
And I really like that. And like I said, with good behavior. But I wanted a copy of her mugshot, but they're not going to be posting her mugshot. And you know, some people, they don't post their mugshot, so she will have her credentials there and not her pick her photo. So that would have been the first time I ever seen Karen without a wig. So I really wanted to see that.
I'm not messing with Marcella. I'm not messing. We kind of seen Karen with her wig off when it slid back when she was
Yeah.
arrested that day. Someone said, "I'm glad you're mentioning she's renting." Y'all, that's why I have to bring Marcella. When I review the next season of The Real Housewives of Potomac, I gotta bring Marcella because I really like Karen, and we know the real Karen, and this is gonna be embarrassing for her, but I still think she needs to come back. Now let's play this clip of Giselle straight up hating. Okay, she's just straight up hating. She's worried about Married to Medicine pulling ahead. Girl, stop.
Love.
Don't you
Married
love?
to Medicine.
Oh,
So I like those ladies.
yeah.
I like the show.
Okay.
I don't like what the hell is happening.
What is happening?
So I know you don't know,
Mm-mm.
but I got caught up into the Matrix
Okay.
and I turned on my TV and it was
Uh-huh.
there.
Okay.
And all I saw was, because we know Phaedra's on the show
Uh-huh.
and they were on a cast trip.
Okay.
And here comes Apollo
Okay.
joining them on the
Okay.
trip.
He's not a doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
With his wife.
Okay.
Okay.
He's not a doctor.
Who's
okay.
not a doctor either. Right. And
Phaedra's
so,
not a doctor.
and so,
Confusing.
so Heavenly,
It's quite
who is a doctor,
Yes.
invited Apollo
Okay.
and his wife. So they're walking up. So then we cut to Phaedra in her confessional, and she's like, "Yeah, this is the woman that my husband was cheating on me with."
Okay.
So then we see, like, Shireen, I think that's her name,
Uh-huh.
is the wife. And
Hold on. Did they say? Did Phaedra say that in the confessionals? I
Say
don't
what?
remember her saying that. That was the woman that Apollo
Oh.
was cheating with, Shireen.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe
She
she
did
could have
say
said
that?
that.
Okay, let me go.
Yeah.
and then we have Quad,
Okay.
who used to be married to a
Greg.
doctor, Greg,
Mm-hmm.
who is now married to someone else
Yes.
on the show.
Sweet tea or something.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then now Quad is there with her new boo.
Okay.
So we have all of these exes and all of this mess.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm typically here for the mess because,
Yes.
you know, I love me some Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Right. Yes. Okay.
So I am here for the
Yes.
mess,
Yes.
not this mess. I was kind of like feeling bad for Phaedra. I felt like this is, from a producer standpoint, like, this is too much. We didn't cross the line. It's just too much.
So like, did they blindside her? Like
That from what I understand,
Uh-huh.
behind the scenes,
Mhm.
she knew Apollo was coming, but not the wife.
Okay.
And I think because Apollo was at the reunion last year,
But-
with her. So I think,
Oh, right.
yeah. So I
Okay.
think she was cool with that, but not like you're bringing the wife.
Why is Apollo?
Why is Apollo there?
I don't even understand. Why is he there?
I don't get any of it. It
Why
don't
is-
make no sense. This is the whole thing is set up to be messy.
Yeah, messy.
And
right.
it
That's the only
reeks
reason.
of that.
Yeah.
It reeks of producer produced. It just,
Yeah.
I literally said no more. But let me tell you what I don't love.
But don't you
Married
love-
to Medicine.
Now look, she's hating. She's hating. First of all, have we ever heard any other cast talk about a show that they ass ain't on? Have we heard that? Then she still.
Let me tell you something about Giselle. I call her Jizzy Neck. Giselle, wasn't you just in an argument with Pastor Jamal Bryant's new wife? She needs to be quiet because she tried to come after Pastor Jamal Bryant's new wife. So, and then Elaine, that was Elaine, Heavenly Elaine Kimes. She set that up for Apollo to come. But I'm going to tell you that Phaedra knew Apollo was coming.
Right. I mean, the phone call was actually on that episode where they it was like when she was on the phone with Phaedra,
Mhm.
and so she knew.
Well,
That's the
it's
whole
not
thing.
Giselle's business, Perry, whether she knew or didn't know. Giselle is hating. Okay.
Mhm.
I've never heard anybody from Married to Medicine come out and break the fourth wall talking about, oh, this sounds like something the producers would do. That's not her business. We don't say when Andy Cohen puts you up to doing something and acting crazy because you're a victim of that too. I just think that Giselle is hating and she showed her hate, and what she's trying to prevent from happening is going to happen. Married to Medicine is just a more interesting show. And then Atlanta, they're always going to be at the top. That's what I think. I mean, am I protecting
No, I
Karen
know.
again?
I mean, it sounded like a little haterism because who gives a damn about your opinion?
Mm.
Giselle, let's keep it real. You know, exes, yeah, you have an ex, but being messy, she act like Potomac was never messy. It was a lot of messy things around there with the one chick who got that was fighting. Remember that they was fighting? I can't remember her. Monique, maybe. It's a lot of messy stuff. It's messy that your best friend, husband out there creeping and you ain't talking about it. It's a lot of messy stuff. I'm just saying, like,
Oh, damn.
I feel like they see their ratings going down, Married to Medicine shit going up, and they sitting there, not a doctor, not a doctor. Well, last time I checked, um, you're not really a housewife neither, Giselle. I mean, she ain't married, is she?
No, and she
No,
dates younger men too.
Mm-hmm.
that's right. That's right. So, Marcella, okay, is Karen just upset right now because she feels that she feels embarrassed? Is she going? Is she gonna come back? They're saying she's not coming back because she don't want to face Giselle and Robin, and I don't even see them bringing back Robin. I mean, Robin, you had your chance to tell the truth. You didn't want to talk about it, and you now every time I turn around, they're saying behind the scenes that Giselle trying to get your ass back on the show. We don't want to see you no more. That's how I feel.
I don't think Robin is going to come back because of Andy, because she profit off of not sharing her story, and then she went on her podcast and charged for it. So when you mess with Andy Cohen, he's not very forgiving. Um, Karen wasn't embarrassed at first, y'all. Remember, she was saying, "I'm not going to talk about it. You got to listen to the story first." But when that video came out of the arrest, that's when she began to really withdraw, and she told people that who's gonna ride with me. That was very important. That okay, if you're gonna ride with her, let's not talk about this. Just wait until it come out. I'm innocent. And I think that when they went to the courthouse and they filmed it the first time she went, Karen played along with production and let them go. You remember when everybody's standing outside praying? But when she got convicted, this was serious. And then people were, Giselle, to my knowledge, was only calling to find out what happened. Not, that I'm concerned about you. You could have lost your life. None of that kind of stuff. But you got to realize that what Karen did is serious. We have
Yeah.
had so many people die from, drunk drivers. So this is kind of serious. And then what made the judge mad the most, y'all? Karen went to a resort in West Palm Beach, and it's called the Beachside Recovery. And she went there January 2025. So she was like down there really playing in the judge's face, because that is like a resort. I mean, they don't have alcohol there, but you're not putting in the work that a real person that is guilty of.
You're saying it wasn't an account, like if you didn't want to learn your lesson there, you didn't have to.
Right. It's a resort. I mean, it's where Wendy Williams were, and Wendy Williams still got a drink in while she was there. But, I just feel the money that Karen has, I ain't gonna say everybody, the money that Karen has, she should have been able to get a driver.
Right.
Well,
Or either
yeah.
had a man drop her off or something. Like if you that intoxicated, have your man drop you off. You know, if you go do it,
Because
stop.
it took everything in me to ask her was somebody else in the car with her, because people were saying she had somebody else in the car. She had somebody else in the car.
Right. You're gonna
And
talk
then
about that?
her seat, her purse, when Ray got there, was on the passenger side. And you know, it was on the passenger,
Yes,
and
the rumor
it could have
is
fallen over there. But there was somebody else in the car, and she's not gonna say that. So we will never know. They don't have cameras out there.
wow.
I mean, Marcella's not the first person to say that. It's been going around. I avoided it, but they're saying that somebody wasn't in the car with her. Do you think Ray suspects that Karen's cheating on him? If
I
she,
think that Ray goes to bed at 8 o'clock every night, and that Karen slides out and slides back in before Ray can get up the next morning. I think that he's just concerned about her, as well as her daughter is really concerned about her, in all seriousness. Um, I think Ray knows. Ray knows that he ain't popping the cherry. Somebody popping something. Because Karen dresses sexy, y'all. I mean, when she goes out, girl looks good. She's
Mhm.
getting that body. You know, we don't get sexy for nothing now.
She getting that body waxed at Motel 6. But I was gonna say this. Look, as far as her coming back, I don't think she'll come back, and not because the cast members, she can't take it. Her
I
persona,
think she will come back.
I don't see her doing it, right? Because
You gotta know Karen. She has been through, scathing comments before, and y'all know that Karen will come back on the girls. I believe she will come back. I believe that she just got to put in the work, and the real work this time, the real work, because Karen is not going to be able to drink. So when we have these little events, drinking is put in the forefront, meaning they serving liquor.
well,
Karen like that money, y'all. Karen gets paid well, because Karen comes out of left field on these girls. And she's going to get she's going to get Giselle and Robin back. Believe me, just as they know her secrets, she knows their secrets.
about Juan, right?
maybe
Yeah.
she'll get a podcast then. But I don't see her coming back. Maybe I don't see her coming back for real, just
Something's wrong
because
with Perry.
she had the persona that, oh, she's so classy, she's this, she's that. I had to hear it all like, oh, Karen, the grand dame. She went from the grand dame to goddamn. Girl, you a cheater, right? I'm just saying, like, I don't think she can handle the pressure, not by the cast members, by people watching her. She's not going to come on and talk about her creeping, her drinking, her time in jail for 4 months or whatever it was. And people going to watch it and say, hey, you sitting there going off about this and that. When you going to tell us about your experience that we know you had?
Yeah.
I hope
Come
I hope
back.
she doesn't come back. She had a good reputation. She needs to leave it that way. Girl, the streets have been talking. You're saying you're
Mhm.
cheating on Ray, that you're pill popping and drinking. And they're saying that you were not alone that night, that you got into that car accident. So that's been going on around for a long time. I didn't think Marcella was going to bring it up, but she did. So this season, I mean, well,
Don't be surprised that she might get a special. Teresa Judice came back. We've had some, Jen Shaw is coming back. Don't be surprised.